Another episode of the Art Bros, and what a lovely episode it is. For Valentine's, we decided to do this one, but before that,
we're on the love stream right now.
Mike, Patrick, and Fancy Dave are going to take you on an intimate journey. Two lovers embracing in each other's arms.
Oh, we want to hug you so hard right now.
Yeah.
Oh my
Cuddle
God.
you so hard.
You wouldn't believe it.
Never let go.
So
Ever.
we are never let go. We're doing The Kiss by Gustav Klimt, and a bunch of you most likely have seen this on dresses or plastered all over Tumblr.
Or in a college dorm.
Or in a college dorm, yes. Artist Gustav Klimt, we covered him before with Edith Bach-Bauer and whatnot, painted in 1908 and 1909 during his golden period.
Mm-hmm.
So this was one of many gold stuffs in oil and gold leaf on canvas.
He's mainly known for only gold stuff, though, I think,
that's
right?
what we know him for.
Yeah.
So
That was his phase, man. Like bands.
he was going through a gold phase, man. Like, love is gold, bro. So that's what it is. So we have two lovers embracing each other. Obviously, she looks bored as hell.
Her neck is broken.
He just, your mind.
I want to get away, but I think I'm paralyzed.
Baby, it's cold outside. Stay in here. Yeah, covered in gold. Like, this is obviously a really rich dude because he's like sleeping in gold satin.
Yeah, like that sleeping bag. He's got.
Look at that. So, Dave,
Mm-hmm.
I know that you're a big fan of Gustav Klimt, and you actually are the one that introduced me to this painting in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
A while back.
Yeah, you were talking years ago. Well, why were you? I don't know. Why were you attracted, for lack of better words, to this style, this artist, this painting? Why, Dave? Tell me.
Honestly, I think it's just because of the mixed media element going on here. You have your gold leaf, heavy oil painting, and as I started digging into more, I appreciated like the different elements from different art styles he borrowed, including Art Nouveau and Byzantine art, actually, mosaics.
Oh, it's so Byzantine.
Mm-hmm.
Byzantine's got that gold that it just jumps right at you. It looks religious, although it's not religious. It looks like it's...
Because that gold, right?
Yeah, that gold. It's because, we've come to know in art, when you paint something gold, it's usually something that you want highlighted, like importance, like Jesus, the baby Jesus, or even in Muslim art and Islamic art, deities are painted in gold and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. For our audience out there, Byzantine art used mosaics in some of its stuff, and quite a bit of it was to give the impression of gold being everywhere to signify the divine. So you see a lot of gold backgrounds and figures in in foreground here.
You think that's what he's doing here?
Yeah, I think from what I kept reading a lot, like different articles and looking at videos, it seemed he wanted to elevate the act of love to the divine. So that's why, going back to the Byzantine idea of having the gold background, representing a divine place or heaven.
No.
What? Oh
my God, baby! When you're in my
Yes.
arms, I'm in heaven.
Oh my gosh. I never realized that. That's really
true.
cool.
Yeah. Welcome to Art Bros.
That's nice to be here.
It's Patrick.
Oh no, it's just as far as I think Fancy Dave
Spot on.
Yeah. I was taught there just for a second, but as far as what we're actually looking at, I can't help but look at the use of that fluctuating use of repetition, because it kind of feels like there's a lot of the same shapes being used over and over again, but there's such minimal variety within the tiny spaces. It's kind of more wild to think at. And now being taught that context and content of this painting, it's like, whoa, all right, I really enjoy what I'm looking at. And what I kind of realized something that's really odd. Gustav must have had his own reason to be doing this, but they're so close to the top of the frame.
Yeah.
Which is weird to think about, because that's usually a big no-no.
It's a huge no
for a painter, because you get that. I don't know. You get that source of tension, but maybe he wants that source of tension to the top because it's so close to the heads. And
maybe he wants it to be close to heaven.
Yeah.
All the way at the top. What I love the most about this is how gold it looks, and the more you look at it, the more you realize how gold it isn't too.
Mm-hmm.
Look, they're sitting on this what looks like little flowers or grass or something like that. There's obvious these colors they come together and make some sort of landscape. Although it is so abstract that it just suggests a landscape. It feels like I'm looking at a story right here.
Otherworldly.
Yeah, it's so otherworldly. It's like you said, Fancy Dave. It's sort of they're kind of maybe they're in heaven. Maybe this is what heaven is. It's gold with like beautiful little fields of flowers and whatnot. I love the more I look at it, the more I realize the pattern on the girls, on her, what she's wearing.
Mm-hmm.
It's the opposite of what the gentleman is wearing.
Round versus very angular.
Yeah, exactly. You have like these geometric, these very like rectangles on the gentleman, and on her you have round, colorful, red, yellow, green, blue in there, and it's something you don't really realize until you kind of look at it, because the gentleman is so dominating. He is most of that embrace, if not all of it.
Mm-hmm.
She's asleep for it apparently. Like she's knocked out. What I find it funny is she looks like she's not interested, but obviously that can also be a look of just like peace of mind.
Cloud 9.
Yeah, just cloud 9 like that. And definitely love is being emphasized in this painting.
Mm-hmm.
And I love how back when it was presented, people thought it was pornography. People thought it was perverted excess.
I see some ankles.
Oh God! Oh no!
Sweaty. Oh, my God.
Dave, don't mention that, man. This is trying to be
This is a PG discussion, all right?
Keep it PG, man.
Yeah,
It's Valentine's Day.
I've also got I also have to highlight the jumping between this 2D plane and around 3D when you look at the figures and you get more volume.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's true.
I do notice, like, at least when I first looked at this thing, it's not a solid gold background. I guess maybe to separate the confusion between the golden cloak they're wearing and the background. So it almost looks like it's raining gold in a way.
Oh yeah, that's true. Look at that.
I was just thought that was kind of an interesting.
Would you look at this?
Take a look at that. Well, Dave, what are your final thoughts on this bad boy?
My final thoughts. I enjoy it. It is kind of an odd piece when you look at it, because it's very abstract, and yet you have these semi-realistic figures in there. But yeah, I like it more after I learned the context of this. So
Definitely.
yeah. So yeah, I just enjoy the fact that he managed to mix all these different elements together, and just get his point across.
Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like the highlight for me, or the heavy hitter, is definitely learning the context of it. But I've also pretty much just really enjoyed the, surrealistic feel that this provides. But it has enough graspable, like I think something you can grab, where it almost tells a story to the human side of you, but it plays in that dream state.
And for myself, the more I look at it, the more that look of peace of mind, that is the most dominating thing in this painting, honestly. When you look at this, I notice my eyes tend to go to the face of that girl first. Then the rhythm of the painting takes me around the cloak and then in the background and whatnot. But that look, the more I look at it, the more I realize that this girl is happy, content. Yes, and that's, like I said, like once you learn what the piece is trying to be, what it's about.
Hold me closer, baby.
Oh, please hold me.
I prefer, hey, pretty mama, let me whisper something in your ear.
Yeah.
I got something.
Excuse me, I couldn't help but notice your fine-ass golden cloak.
May I brace you in my cloak, please?
Yeah, those your circles. I got rectangles.
We're actually watching an assassination right now.
Right after the snap.
Yeah, that's what it is, yes. Yeah, all right, guys. So like us on Facebook if you haven't already. Subscribe to us on YouTube, and we'll keep doing more of these. And from Mike, Patrick, and Fancy Dave, we'll see you guys next time here on The Art Bros.
Later.
Peace out.